everyone, I'm Needlecraft Annie and this is flosstube number 69 and I'm actually back on Monday. Although I did watch the Super Bowl last night, which meant I was able to go to bed at 5 a.m. That's kind of late. I did sleep a little bit longer, so it's now already 1 p.m., which is normally around the time I upload my video. But yeah, it took a little bit longer, so now it's a little bit later. But yeah, let's do this. I think, if I remember, I want to do the live update at the end. It's not super exciting because, well, it's lockdown. But I thought I would just do all my cross-stitch stuff, and if I feel the need to tell you something about my car or other stuff, I will do it at the end. But honestly, I don't think there was anything super exciting. I might talk a little bit about Super Bowl. I have not decided yet, but I have the whole time while I show you my projects to decide. Yeah, this time only cross-stitch, no knitting or crochet, because I just did not do any. And therefore, let's get started with cross-stitching. And first of all, let's get started with my travel stitching, which this week was the Twisted Band Sampler by Northern Expressions Needlework. I only had small amounts of time and overall not a whole lot, so I just stitched on this one and not on my full coverage travel piece. And basically, or presently, I'm in band number 7, which is this cross-stitch band in here. So I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I got to. This one is stitched on 32 count white opalescent linen with dinky dyes, and basically, as you can see, I have still one thread on my needle. I did about 1.5 length of thread, and that's it. So, as I said, presently in band number 7, which is a cross-stitch band. This is the first half of the band, and then there will be another part in another color. So I'm first finishing this color all the way down here, and then moving on to the next color. The needleminder is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and yeah, this is my Twisted Band Sampler. As I said, not a whole lot of progress. I'm hoping for a little bit more next week or this week, but we will see about that. But I'm happy with how it's turning out. It's super fun to actually see this corner and how this edge is moving along. That's nice to see to see some progress over there as well. So, Twisted Band Sampler and travel stitching. Yeah, that's been it. But I also have one piece that I stitch on every day of the week, which this week was, or last week was not true, because I had one day I did not stitch at all. The next day I did stitch a little bit more on this piece, but yeah, I had one day I did not stitch at all, but that's fine. I just did not feel like it. I was super tired. So yeah, I just didn't. The piece I'm talking about is Cinderella Rex Riches. It's a Joan Elliott piece. You can either do it in 2 separate pieces, or the way I'm doing it, both pieces combined. So yeah, that's how I'm going to stitch it, and I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where she is right now. So I have a whole lot of progress. But on Monday, when I got this piece out and wanted to start with stitching, I realized, I thought, you get both patterns, or 2 patterns. You get one Cinderella in Rex and one Cinderella in Ridges. And then you combine those 2. So when I looked at this ornament in the middle, over here, they have this 1 stitch wide. And so when I looked at those patterns, I thought, well, those will be 1 stitch wide as well, which means that one row is printed on both patterns, and you just leave one out. Well, that's not true. So starting on Monday, I started to frog all that I did on this side and just ripped all the ornament, half of the ornament out, and a few of those spools I think I had as well. I think this one down here. So I frogged it all and then started to restitch it. I have now nearly finished my first spool of Krennic with all this gold Krennic. I mean, it's super sparkly, it's super amazing. I love the backstitching up here in the window with Krennic. It's super amazing, and I'm so happy with her face. That was actually what I did yesterday. I stitched her eye and then started to backstitch. That's why there's still this perked thread. It's the backstitch color. I cannot continue backstitching yet because I have not stitched everything around it. But I wanted to finish her face before I show you. So that's what I did. She stitched on a 28 count casual linen in the colorway Fog by Pictureless Plus. And the needleminder is from Denka Designs. And yeah, she is just amazing. Next time I continue stitching on her, I probably will move up into her head. So that's just not a face, but an actual head. So I probably will do that. But yeah, I'm really happy. I started a little bit in the greenery down in the window. So the bottom of the window will be around here, which then is close to halfway point of the whole pattern. Yeah, really happy with her. I will come back to her for plans in a second. After I show you everything I stitched on, which is honestly not a whole lot this week. But the next project is one of my challenge projects. And I have decided I will not tell you which project I stitched for what challenge, what I needed for this challenge. It's just, I think. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. I'll be happy to do that if you like that. But I think you're only interested in that when you're in the Enchanted Stitching Challenges group as well, and you don't know what you're going to stitch on for something, for a prompt. With me telling you I'm going to stitch on this and this project for this and this prompt because it has this item in it, is probably not super exciting for you, especially when you maybe don't even know the movie I'm talking about, which sometimes I don't. So you can't really connect the prompt to the movie. And then I tell you something about my project and why I'm stitching on that, and it's often a stretch. So I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you I used this piece for a challenge. So I will do 250 or stitches or 510 stitches. But I'm not going to tell you exactly. If you want to know, I will answer in the comments. Or if a whole lot of you are really interested in that, I can tell you again. But I thought I would leave it out. It's probably not super exciting for you and not super interesting for you. So I will leave it out. And we will try today and see how it goes. Okay, so the first project I used for a challenge was Supersize Max Color Cliffhanger by Haven't Enough Design Star Groups by Amy Stewart. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I show a picture of what it looked like last time here. And here it is right now. So I stitched in page number 3 up in here. For the challenge I needed 510 stitches. And after I had those, I just kept going and finished off my thread. So I did around 650 stitches. And that's where I'm at right now. And super cool, I only have 2 colors left on the whole page. The darkest brown, so 3371, and black. And that's it. So filling this page will be super fast and super easy, and I'm looking forward to it. It's stitched on 40 count, 1/110 stitch. And yeah, fabric is a Newcastle linen if you're interested. So it's not super even, but I'm fine with that. I don't care. So yeah, that's the whole piece. And as I said, I'm really, really happy with that. Can't wait to finish this page and move on to the next one. And with this one, I don't know which page will be the next one, because I have the Tiny Decisions app. I have a wheel on that, and all the pages I can reach either directly next to each other or diagonally is in that wheel, and I will let the wheel decide which page is next. So that's why there's this strange shape of pages Yeah, but first I have to finish page number 3, so that will be the next step whenever I come back to this one. Yeah, that's cliffhanger. The next challenge I stitched on, I used Tiger Chilling Out by Dimensions. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. And I always forget that I need something to hold it behind. This one is stitched on 18 count black Ada with 2 threads of 1. The needleminder is from Dankai Designs. And I started in on that column over here and went through, picked the color that was up in the top and finished it through the whole column. If I had some thread left over, I continued up into the next column. And I think I did about 270 stitches on this one. Yeah, really happy. I want to finish the top this year, which means, or last year I finished the first quarter, so I probably have to do that over here as well. So quite a bit to do, but you can already see that it's getting flat up over here because I have reached the top of his head, and that's actually his first ear. Those gray stitches are his ear over here. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, looking forward to stitching on this one some more, as well as I do with all of my projects. So that's why I never can decide which actually to stitch on. But yeah, that's Tiger Chilling Out. The next challenge I did with kind of my focus piece, because I want to finish it this month. And as it's the 8th of February, I only have like 20 days left, so I have to keep going. I'm talking about Lavender Garden. It's by Rico Designs. I'm not sure if it's actually called Lavender Garden. That's how I call it, because I could not find any name on there. So I show you what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. So last time you saw it, I had finished that part of the border and all those motifs. And then I moved my hoop and started on the border, did the border, and nothing more. Last time I filmed, I told you I wanted to move down into the big pot and maybe finish the big pot and the border and maybe move along. I needed a break. I did focus on this since the beginning of the year, basically. And I needed kind of a break. So I think I did the challenge with the 250 stitches on Monday or Tuesday. And after I had finished the challenge, I just put it away, put it back to all my other whips, and decided to take a week off. And I think that helped. So now I will be able to focus back on it again. I'm getting closer every minute to actually finishing this piece. When I have done the big pot, every other motif I will stitch will be the last time I stitch this motif. So that should help get me going and finish this piece in February, so I can send it to my grandma for her birthday in the middle of March. That would be really nice. So yeah, that's Lavender Garden, coming back to this one for plants as well. Okay, and the last challenge I had was on the Chimney Sweep by Golden Kite. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. Mine looks a whole lot different because I'm doing it extreme cross country and starting with the colors up in the top left corner, which are white. So I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at. So I actually did quite a bit on this one. As I said, I'm stitching it extreme cross country, so I can understand if you don't see a whole lot of difference. But mostly I stitched in this area, and I needed 510 stitches, and I actually did a bit more than 1,000. So that's pretty nice. And yeah, as I said, mostly stitched over here, but I also went down there with some stitches. And now I have finished the first half of the pattern with this color. So the top 2 rows of pages are done with this color. And next time I will move down here and finish this color in the bottom 2 pages, which will be a lot of confetti stitches. As you can see, there are only a few splashes of white over the whole thing, other than in the sky where the whole sky is white. So this one is stitched on a 25 count ice blue even weave. I'm stitching 2 over 1 10 stitch. Needleminder is from Denka Designs. And yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to this one. I only want to do about 4,500 stitches this year, and I have already done 1,000 with last week's progress. Nevertheless, want to keep going on this one and finish color number 4, which is the one I'm presently stitching on, which you probably can't believe if you look at this piece and you only see white, and I tell you there are 4 different colors in there. But yeah, that's it with golden kites. I think 3 of the colors were color number 1, color number 2, and those both combined was the 3rd color, as I have a lot of blended colors in here as well. So yeah, looking forward to this one once again. And as we're already in plans, I can tell you that on this one, I'm going to do one more challenge for this week, and hopefully finishing the color in the bottom half. There's a bit more of this color than of the others. Sorry, I have to get that. Okay, I'm sorry. I know it's not a very pleasant tone. That's actually my dishwasher, and it's kind of nice to hear it through the whole apartment, but not when I'm doing a video and sitting not far away from it. Okay, I was talking about the chimney sweep and that I do one more challenge this week on it, which means 500 more 10 stitches, which should get me the color finished, and then move on to the next color up in here, which will be another white. But yeah, that's the plan, at least. So, other plans. As I said, one challenge on the chimney sweep. I will do one challenge on Cinderella waxed ridges. Not yet completely sure where I'm going next. During this week, I mostly stitched 2 lengths of Quenic, 2 lengths in the window, and 2 lengths in her. But I think I want to continue with her head and actually finish her a little bit more, or I might do some beading, because in here, in this ornament, in this window, and all around, there are so many beads. I have to get started with those. Otherwise, I will go crazy in the end. So I might do some beads, and I might stitch some more on her. Not sure yet. You will see next week. Okay, and my daily piece that I will stitch on every day of the week will be Lavender Garden. Hopefully finishing the big pot and moving further along. That would be really good. As I said, I want to finish it this month, and I have to finish this side down here and then move over here and do this part as well. So there's quite a bit left to do. I will not finish it this week. That's not going to happen, but I hope to at least finish this side down here. So then I don't have a whole lot to do over here. That's kind of the plan. Let's see about that. Yeah, and then there are 2 other challenges which with pieces I have not shown you yet. One of them is Mini Katie and Friendship. I haven't enough designs. Artwork is by Hannah Lynn. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I've stitched on it quite a few times already, I think, this year. As it's my VipGo project for February, I decided it's okay if I do some more progress on this one. I only need, this is what this one looks like right now, I only need around 510 stitches, but I think I want to finish this column, just this next column, finish that one completely, which will give me about double the amount of stitches I need, but yeah, I kind of want to do that. This one is stitched on 25 count even weave 2 over 1 10 stitch. Needleminder is from Denka Designs. And yeah, really looking forward because I'm getting closer to her eye. Not in this column. I just checked it before the video on Pen and Keeper. Not in this column, but I'm getting closer. And that's nice as well. And also I'm getting closer to a page finish, so also really nice. Yeah, this is Mini Katie and Cruncher. 510 stitches. I'm hoping for about double the amount. So we'll see about that. Would be nice to get some good progress in. Okay, and the last one is another Heaven on Earth Designs. It's 4 Seasons. Artwork is by Jesse Gierka. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And I show you where I'm at. With this one, I actually have way too much fabric when I look at it right now. Okay, this one is such a long roll, it's complicated to show you. So this is where I'm at. Here we go. It's stitched on 25 count, 1/1 full cross. Needleminder is from Denker Designs, and with full cross that means I need about 250 stitches. But I want to finish this first row, which will give me around about 800 stitches, which is a lot more than I actually need, but I would really, really like to finish this row. So that's what I'm shooting for. We'll see if that happens, but that would be really nice. So yeah, we'll see about that. And I think that's everything I have to show you. So I told you about my plans. I told you what I stitched on. Life update. Really short, because a lot of you actually commented on my last video regarding my car. I waited until Wednesday. It rained a lot on Tuesday and Wednesday. So on Wednesday when I got out, there was about that much snow on my car still left, but it was super wet snow. And I just was able to push it off with my hand without having to scratch the ice beneath because there was none. It was way too warm to have ice. So yeah, super easy. And I was able to go and get some groceries. Yeah, and then yesterday it started snowing again, and it's still going, and we have a whole lot of snow. But the car is actually quite nice because we also have a whole lot of wind, which is super cool. But it helps that the car will be easy to dig out. Let's say it that way. So yeah, that's everything about my car. It should be good. I have to go to work tomorrow. I should be able to do that really quick. Yeah, and then Super Bowl. Yesterday was the Super Bowl. Well, it was okay, I think. I had a colleague over and we had a really good time. It was super funny. Each one of us decided for a team, and whenever our team did a foul, we had to drink. And whenever the other team scored, we had to drink. I chose the wrong team. Definitely. But it was okay. We really had fun. We had some good food. And at 5 o'clock in the morning, he went home and I went to bed. So yeah, I probably will do a nap today because I had around about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. That's not enough. So we'll see about that. Probably while editing because that always makes me super tired. So I might sleep while editing. So if the video is not perfect, sorry for that. Yeah, that's everything. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you enjoy your stitching and whatever happens around you. See the best in it. That's how I do it, and I think that's kind of nice. So yeah, enjoy your stitching. I know it helps me a lot to cope with having to stay at home, not being able to do a whole lot. It's nice to have something to do. And I think we all are super lucky that we have some hobbies that we actually can do on our own, that we can do in our homes without disturbing anyone. And yeah, I think we should feel lucky for that. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I try to be back on Monday. See you then. Bye.